Just this week, the CEO of Swedish defense giant Saab confirmed intensive talks are underway to build their Gripen fighter jet right here in Canada. He stated it is, quote, absolutely credible that the first Canadian-built jet could be delivered within just 5 years, reigniting a massive national debate. But here's the central paradox. In the official Canadian evaluations for military capability, the American F-35 scored 95% of all available points. The Swedish Gripen scored just 33%. So why is this apparent losing jet a serious contender for Canada's future? The answer isn't found in a spreadsheet or a briefing room in Ottawa. It is found in the cold, hard reality of the Arctic. That reality is a doctrine. To solve the 33% paradox, you must first understand that Sweden's entire defense strategy is fundamentally different from most Western powers. This isn't a strategy of global power projection, the kind that underpins a superpower acting as a global police force. It is a doctrine of territorial defense, focused with laser precision on drawing a firm line around its own northern frontier. This isn't a temporary political posture or a convenient signal. It is a philosophy rooted deep in geography and history. The logic is dictated by the harsh reality of its location. Look at a map. Sweden lives in the immediate shadow of Russia's heavily militarized Kola Peninsula, home to the Northern Fleet's nuclear submarine bases like Severomorsk. This isn't an abstract threat. It is a constant, overwhelming military presence just across the water. As Sweden's own Chief of Defense, Lieutenant General Carl Johan Edström, stated in January 2026, Russia now views its Kola infrastructure, the Baltic, and the Arctic as one single integrated strategic system. That reality forces Sweden to prioritize its own northern presence as a matter of national survival. This is not just theory. A February 2026 Atlantic Council report confirms it, defining Sweden's strategy as achieving deterrence by denial in the European Arctic. The goal is simple, to make any aggression against its territory so costly and difficult that no one would attempt it. And this doctrine is active, tested almost daily. In January 2026, Swedish Gripens intercepted a Russian Tu-2M bomber escorted by Su-35 fighters over the Baltic Sea. These are not rare events. They are routine interceptions, part of the constant watch under missions like NATO's Arctic Sentry, proving that the front line is cold, real, and always active. So when you connect these points, the geography, the specific threat, the operational proof, you realize this doctrine isn't a choice. It's a geographical necessity. It's a philosophy of effectiveness over visibility, born from the cold, hard realities of the North. The true strategic question becomes, what kind of tool do you build to serve a doctrine this demanding, this specific? A doctrine of survival doesn't rely on a generic instrument. It requires a weapon forged from the very same environment and for that singular purpose. That weapon, forged from the cold, is the Saab Gripen. If the doctrine of denial is the why, the Gripen is the what. It is the physical manifestation of this survivalist philosophy, and this directly explains the 33% evaluation score that seems so damning on the surface. That score doesn't mean the Gripen is an inferior aircraft. It means it's a specialist tool, evaluated against the criteria for a generalist one. Think of it this way. The F-35 is a brilliant, networked multi-tool, designed to be the centerpiece of a massive allied force. It scores high on metrics like interoperability and global power projection. The Gripen, by contrast, is a custom-forged Arctic survival knife. It is designed with a singular, brutal purpose, to function alone if necessary in the most unforgiving environment on Earth. The evaluation simply didn't put a heavy weighting on the Gripen's core strengths: resilience, low-cost sustainment, and absolute operational independence. Its entire design prioritizes survivability when you're cut off and outnumbered. It is built to operate at 40 degrees Celsius from dispersed, austere locations, far from the comfort of a heated hangar. Its systems have special cold weather start capabilities and ruggedized avionics, a direct answer to the freezing reality of the North. This isn't a theoretical capability, it's a core design requirement. The Gripen E is engineered to take off from an 800-meter stretch of snow-covered highway. It's designed to be refueled and rearmed with missiles by a small team of just 5 people, not elite technicians but conscripts, in under 10 minutes. Its entire engine can be swapped out in a field in just 1 hour. This isn't about flash, it's about getting back into the fight. And this feature, the ability to operate from roads, is the absolute game changer for sovereignty. It's the direct legacy of Sweden's BAS 90 doctrine. Why is this so critical? Because it means an adversary cannot cripple your air force with a first strike on a handful of large, vulnerable air bases. The force melts away into the landscape, operating from countless unpredictable points along your national highway system. This is the very definition of resilience for a country with a vast, sparsely populated northern territory like Sweden, or like Canada. So, this is a fascinating look at a specific national strategy and the specialized tool built to execute it. An impressive piece of Swedish thinking, but it's happening half a world away. Why should this matter to us here in Canada right now? Because this isn't just a theoretical case study. This is the foundation of a formal, disruptive proposal being made to Ottawa today. A proposal that challenges the very core of how we think about our industry, our sovereignty, and our future. That Swedish logic, that entire philosophy of Arctic survival we just examined, isn't a foreign curiosity. It's the foundation of a formal, disruptive proposal on the table in Ottawa today. This is where the story pivots from a case study into a tangible, national choice. Let's be precise. Saab's proposal is not a catalog order for fighter jets. It is a comprehensive blueprint for industrial partnership designed to grant Canada a level of strategic autonomy it has not possessed for decades. The core of the offer is the full licensed manufacturing of both the Gripen fighter and the globalized surveillance aircraft right here in Canada, likely within the established aerospace corridors of Ontario or Quebec. But stop, because building jets on Canadian soil is one thing. That generates jobs. The true strategic prize, the detail that separates a client from a partner, is what they're offering next. If you miss this detail, you misunderstand the entire strategic equation. We are talking about the keys to the digital kingdom. This is full technology transfer, and that is not an abstract industry term. In practice, it means Canadian engineers receive these software source codes. It means we can upgrade the jet software for our specific and evolving Arctic missions, integrate new Canadian-made sensors or weapons, and adapt the platform over decades without asking for permission from another nation's capital. This is the shift from being a customer to becoming a contributor. A customer buys what's on the menu. A contributor helps design the kitchen, owns the recipes, and decides what goes on the menu tomorrow. In his March 2026 statements, Saab's CEO framed this as positioning Canada as a contributor rather than a customer in shaping what comes next. This isn't just rhetoric. The formal proposal specifies partnerships with our own established firms like Bombardier, IMP Aerospace, and CAE. It projects the creation of up to 12,600 high-skilled Canadian jobs and explicitly offers Canada a role as a great partner in co-developing the next generation of fighter technology. So the package on the table represents a vertically integrated sovereign defense industrial capability. It's jobs, yes, but more importantly, it's the intellectual property, the code, and a seat at the table for whatever comes next. An offer this comprehensive, this tailored to our national anxieties about sovereignty, doesn't just present an opportunity, it forces a choice. It lands on Ottawa's desk not as a sales pitch, but as a disruptive question about our identity. it draws a clear line in the snow, creating two fundamentally different paths into the future. And understanding the full weight of that choice means confronting what lies at the end of each of those roads. So what lies at the end of these two roads? The first path is the path of deep alliance integration. This is the status quo. It involves fulfilling our commitment to purchase 88 F-35 jets from Lockheed Martin, a program with a price tag already north of $30 billion and significant payments underway. The strategic logic here is clear and valid. It prioritizes seamless interoperability with our most critical allies, particularly the United States. It's the choice that plugs Canada directly into a global network, ensuring we operate from the same playbook with the same tools as our partners. The second path is that of the sovereign challenger. This path, centered on the Saab proposal, likely involves a mixed fleet, a smaller number of F-35s working alongside Canadian-built Gripens. The logic here is fundamentally different. It prioritizes operational flexibility specifically for the unique demands of the Arctic. More importantly, it is a deliberate investment in long-term industrial sovereignty and technological control on our own terms. This isn't about isolation. It's about self-reliance. Let's be clear, this is not a theoretical exercise. This debate is happening right now. While there is immense institutional momentum for the F-35, the full procurement of all 88 jets is, as of early 2026, under active government review. This review is fueled by rising concerns about our actual Arctic capabilities and the real industrial benefits we receive. Furthermore, the next generation Allied fighters from the GCAPI program are not expected to enter production until 2035 at the earliest. This timeline reveals a potential capability gap in the early 2030s, a gap that a mixed fleet featuring the Gripen could strategically address. This brings us to the core of the matter. Canada is at a critical fork in the road, and the path chosen will define our strategic posture for the next 30 years. So I'll put the question to you. In your view, what should be our priority? Seamless integration with our allies' systems, or building our own sovereign industrial capacity to defend the Arctic on our terms? Let me know your perspective in the comments. This isn't just a choice between two pieces of hardware. It's a choice about the kind of country we intend to be. And while the path of integration is well understood, the true long-term benefits of the sovereign path are often understated. It's more than just jobs or control. It's what I call the sovereignty dividend. To understand the real stakes, we need to move beyond the jets themselves and calculate what that dividend could actually mean for Canada's future. And that is exactly where we're going next. So, what does the sovereignty dividend actually look like? It is not a one-time payment. It's a generational return on an investment in our own national capability, realized through three core transformations. The first transformation is a shift from being a simple buyer to becoming a sovereign Arctic aerospace hub. With a full technology transfer and domestic production, as proposed by Saab for a hub in Ontario or Quebec, Canada would control its own fleet. The real power here isn't just fixing our own jets. It's deciding when and how to upgrade them based on our own threat assessments in the high north. We would no longer be waiting on a foreign partner's global production schedule. This directly addresses the strategic risk identified in recent EU-Canada defense studies of over-relying on a single nation's supply chain for our critical Arctic awareness. Secondly, this path becomes a powerful, long-term economic engine. The data is specific. Saab's proposal projects the creation and sustainment of between 10,000 and 12,600 high-tech jobs. According to their own CEO, Canada's strong industrial base would enable a faster production ramp-up than even previous partners. A Canadian production line wouldn't just serve our own fleet, it would become an export base for other Gripen users, generating sustained revenue and cementing our industrial relevance. Finally, it creates a strategic ecosystem. This is the most profound effect. The expertise required to build and sustain a 4.5 generation fighter doesn't stay siloed. It spills over. It nourishes adjacent high-tech sectors critical for the 21st century, domains like artificial intelligence, quantum sensing, and advanced materials, strengthening Canada's entire competitive landscape. To make this tangible, picture this scenario. It's 2040. In a facility outside Mirabel, a team of Canadian engineers is finalizing a next-generation sensor suite. It's designed specifically to detect quiet, submerged objects moving under the shifting Arctic ice, a threat unique to our geography. This sensor is being fitted onto a Canadian-built Gripen variant. 6 months later, that same technology isn't just protecting the Northwest Passage. It's being exported under license to Nordic allies facing similar challenges. That is the dividend. We didn't just buy an asset, we built the national capability to solve our own problems and then capitalized on it. What this reveals is a fundamental shift in posture. The data, the jobs, the export potential is the foundation, but the structure built upon it is national agency. We stop being a customer in someone else's global enterprise and become a co-shaper of the technology that guarantees our sovereignty. This is how a middle power secures its future. True strength is not borrowed. It's built, piece by deliberate piece. Now, this vision of a sovereign industrial base might sound aspirational, even idealistic. It's easy to dismiss when faced with the momentum of established alliances and procurement habits. But this is not a theoretical dream. A clear, proven playbook for how a country like Canada can achieve this exact outcome already exists. And it's that playbook we need to examine next. That playbook has a formal name: partial strategic autonomy. This is the documented model Sweden perfected to navigate the exact choice Canada now faces. The choice between remaining a dependent customer in the global defense market or becoming a sovereign co-shaper of its own future. This is not an all or nothing fantasy. It's a pragmatic, hybrid strategy. Think of it this way. A family might buy most of their groceries from a large supermarket. That's for convenience and variety, which is analogous to NATO interoperability. But that same family maintains a large vegetable garden for the essential produce they can't risk running out of. That garden is their sovereign capability. Sweden evolved from trying to build everything itself during the Cold War to this smarter model. Maintain full alliance integration while securing domestic ownership and control over the capabilities absolutely essential to its national survival. Capabilities like combat aircraft. This isn't just an academic theory. Research published in journals like Defense and Peace Economics has documented this precise strategic shift. It is a known, successful strategy. Furthermore, this path is being actively encouraged. The 2025 Canada-Sweden Strategic Partnership Joint Statement explicitly prioritizes cooperation in aerospace to build resilient Arctic supply chains. The blueprint is not only proven, it's being handed to us. This model offers Canada a way to escape the false choice between go-it-alone sovereignty and total alliance dependence. By adopting the Saab partnership, Canada wouldn't be abandoning its allies. It would be replicating the Swedish playbook. This means participating in programs like the F-35 for deep alliance operations abroad, while simultaneously building a sovereign industrial base with the Gripen for its unique and non-negotiable Arctic needs at home. And that is the ultimate answer to the puzzle of 33% versus 95%. The score was always a distraction from the real question. The debate was never truly about technical specifications. The true trade-off is one of strategic identity. What path gives Canada the most control over its own destiny in the challenging century ahead? Understanding this choice is the first step. If you found this strategic breakdown valuable in connecting the dots on Canada's future, subscribe and share this video so more Canadians can join this crucial conversation.